Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. This is going to be the intro for a new project for me. This is called Same Pan Last Year, and it was created by Unapologetically Shelley. Wow, that's a hard word to say, unapologetically. Okay, so this project goes from January 8th of this year through December 8th of this year. And the premise of this is this should be all products that you've had before this year. And the prompts are related to holidays. So there aren't too many rules to the project. You can pick however many prompts you want to work on, and you can pick your usage goals. So I decided to do something interesting. I picked all my products based on the prompts, and I have set usage goals based on the day of the year that the holiday lands on. So if something is earlier in the year, I want to hit that goal by that date. So those have lower usage goals, and you'll see as we go through the products that the further we go, the bigger the goals get. I don't know how this will go, but I will update once a month on the 8th and we'll see how I do. Okay, so the first prompt is New Year's Day, January 1st, and this is the only prompt where you're allowed to pick a product that is new to your collection. So here we go. I just bought this in 2023, but here it is. It is Natasha Denona's mini nude palette. So one of the 5 pans, and it's beautiful and new. Look at it. So my goal for this, because I can use this the full year, my goal is to use one of these shades 20 times and one of them 23. Get it? 2023, new year. Yeah. So I will be able to work on this one up through the very end of the project, just because we've already passed New Year's and we're not going to hit it again during the project. So those are my rules. 20 and 23 times. The next holiday prompt is Chinese New Year, and this is the year of the rabbit, but again, you're supposed to use a past year. I actually am an ox, that's my year, and I bought the ColourPop 2021 Year of the Ox palettes. And since the holiday is on January 22nd, I set a really low goal here. I just need to use each shade in here once. And I haven't touched this palette since I bought it, so it'll finally have some use in it. So there we go, number 2. Moving right along, right? Prompt number 3 is Black History Month, and you were supposed to pick a product from a Black-owned makeup brand. So I chose a lippy from Beauty Bakery, and I don't know why I decided that I will use this 7 times, but I did. I don't know why. I don't remember, but that's what's on my spreadsheet that's right next to me right now. So it is really cute. It's just a mini lippy, and I just want to get some use out of it. And eventually, if I do enjoy it and use it a lot, then I'll put it into my lip service project pan. So this is the shade On the Rocks, and I'm excited to finally try it out. Prompt number 4 is Groundhog Day, February 2nd, which is a product that you keep repeat buying or that you're doomed to pan forever. So what did I choose? Black eyeliner. Yep. The current one I'm using is from 31NA. Is that the name of this brand? I don't really know, but I have really enjoyed their brown eyeliner, which is why I pulled this one out as well. So this is the 24-hour pen eyeliner, and I'd like to have it used up by February 2nd. We'll see. Prompt number 5 is Valentine's Day, and you're supposed to pick a red item, a pink item, heart-shaped, love-themed, blah, 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 related to Valentine's Day. So ColourPop's 2022 Secret Admirer palette got my pick. So I just want to use each shade in here once. I have not done that yet. And again, like the goals are low in the beginning because I want to do this by that time of this year. So the only shade I'm not real excited about is this hot pink in the middle because that's not my color. I know it's more like Laura the Bargain Hunter's color, right? But we got Valentine's and we got hearts and we got red and pink. So we kind of hit all the boxes there for the prompt. Prompt number 6 is Women's History Month, and this can be anything from a women-owned brand. So I have the Wishful Rose Quartz Peeling Mask. I bought this when it came out, when the Rose palette came out, the Rose Quartz palette, which was in 2021, right? I have not opened this yet. So my goal is to use this 3 times by the end of March. Yeah, not the beginning, the end, because the whole month is Women's History Month, right? Prompt 7 is spring, so it could be a spring palette or a palette that you got in the spring. So I chose the Viseart Paris Love Letter palette because it looks springy to me. It's very pastel, and I don't know. You got green and purple and pink in there. Reminds me of flowers. So there is our spring prompt. Oh, and I want to use the palette 5 times by March 21st, which is the beginning of spring. Yeah, I want to do it by the beginning of spring, don't I? Or do I want to do it by the end of spring, which is in June? We'll think about that as the project goes on, okay? Prompt 8 is St. Patrick's Day, which happens to be my birthday. So this could be like a leprechaun themed item or a pot of gold themed item. So I went for my gold and snail hydrogel eye patches. Literally a pot of gold, right? So my goal is to use these up by my birthday. And I'm already working on another tub of eye patches right now for my project A to Z. So I have to use those up and then use these up by March 17th. Prompt 9 is April Fool's Day, and this is a product you feel like a fool for buying. Will, boy do I have that. This is one of the Dido Ice Cube eyeshadows. It's a single shadow, and these looked so amazing in the photos. They were so pretty, but they swatch like crap. They all swatch like they're toppers when they're supposed to be like nice shimmers. So I feel like a fool because I bought like 4 of them. Yeah. So my goal is to use this one 5 times by April Fool's Day. Yuck. Prompt 10 is Easter, which is April 9th of this year, and it is supposed to be a pastel item. Well, I have this Ulta Beauty cake palette here for the cake. I actually love this palette for some reason. I have not picked it up in a while, but when I did use it originally, I really loved it. Now, that was when I was like first getting into makeup because this came out in 2020, but I'm hoping it's still as good as I remember. And my goal is to use each shade in here 1 time because this is a bigger palette. It's 15 pans. I really do like it. I like the color story. Even though there's like green and blue in there, I'm excited to get more use out of this. Prompt 11 is Earth Day, April 22nd. You were supposed to pick an eco-friendly item or like clean beauty. Well, I don't know. I ended up with this Youth to the People Super Berry Hydrate and Glow Dream Mask because like their packaging makes me think they're eco-friendly. It's always like recycled cardboard. And I do think they're a clean skincare brand because they seem to use like natural products. So I did my best with this one. I didn't want to put any clean makeup in here, but yeah. So my goal is to use this up by April 22nd. This one I struggled with. This prompt is National Makeup Day, and it was a makeup item you want to celebrate. I didn't know what to pick, and I've wanted to keep working on my Tarte Pan That palette from last year. So I decided I would use a shade in here that really surprised me. It is this shimmer right here. It's called Icy, and I have a good dip in there already. So what I want to do is hit pan in there by April 26th. And that should be easy. I use this as an inner corner highlight regularly. So there we go. Prompt 13 is April showers bring me flowers. So it's supposed to be flower related. And I guess I will make this the end of April as my goal. So this is, if you've been around, this is one of my favorite perfumes. It is the Pacifica French Lilac Micro Batch perfume. And I used up the old one I had. So my goal is going to be to use this one 4 times by April. You know, I don't use a lot of perfume at all. And I've got a couple, I have one in my A to Z, Beauty A to Z project. So I'm giving myself a really realistic goal here. Just use it 4 times. Okay, the next prompt is Cinco de Mayo, and you're supposed to pick a 5-pan palette and use each shade in it 5 times. And I was just recently saying that I want to get more use out of this palette. It is the Natasha Denona Peak palette, which is beautiful. Got it from BoxyCharm. So this is going to be my Cinco de Mayo prompt. Prompt 16 is Pride Month. So, you know, June is all about rainbows. So I picked the Tarte Let It Rainbow eyeshadow palette. I love this little guy, but I never use it. But the colors, like when I open this, these colors make me happy. I just think these are very happy colors, and we will be using this palette 6 times for June. So I'm excited about that. I've been wanting to pull this out a little more. I know I have a lot of palettes in this project, so it is going to be a struggle to use them all the amount of times I'm trying for, even though like my usage goals are small. Like there's only so many days in the year, you know? So we'll see how that goes. Prompt 17 is Blushing Brides. You know, June is all about brides. So I chose my Merit Beverly Hills cream blush. I really love this formula. I like the brand, and I want to use this 15 times. Why I chose 15, I don't know. But it's blush, and I don't have a lot of other blushes in here so far, so that should be easy to do by June. Prompt 18 is National Best Friends Day, June 8th. And it's supposed to be a product that reminds you of your best friend, or maybe that they bought for you. So this reminds me of my best friend, and I already have another palette in another project that's about your best friend. So I couldn't use that one again. But this is from Jouer, which is one of my best friend's favorite brands. And I think she actually let me know when they had mystery boxes available. So I bought this because of her, because it was in a mystery box. And I haven't used it. I've swatched. It looks like I've swatched at least one of the shimmers, but the rest of it is untouched. So my goal here is going to be to use this 6 times just to give it some use. Prompt 19 is summer, something that you got in summer or reminds you of summer. What reminds me of summer? The burning orb in the sky. So I picked out some sunscreen, and yeah, it's a small one, but I want to use this up. It's Innisfree's Daily UV Defense Sunscreen. It's SPF 36. So there we go. That reminds me of summer. Prompt 20 is the 4th of July, and this is supposed to be a product from an indie brand. I struggled. I didn't know what brand to pick, and I decided on Lime Crime. I have this software blush that in my blush declutter, I was like, should I keep this? Should I not? I don't know. Well, we're keeping it, I guess, because this is my prompt. So my goal is to use this 10 times. Prompt 21 is sparklers, a sparkling item, and you all know how much I hate glitter. But I have this Marc Jacobs lippy that for some reason I kept in my lip declutter. What is it called? Changes. in enamored, and it's sparkly. So kind of reminds me of fireworks, I guess. And I will use this one 10 times as well. Prompt 22 was the dog days of summer, and it was supposed to be something hot or sultry, and I could not, for the life of me, figure out what to do for that prompt. I mean, I was thinking about like NARS products, like Orgasm and all that. Instead, I went for The Nudes by Juvia's Place. This is one of their 6-pan palettes. Nude, that's hot, right? Right? Okay. We're gonna use this 11 times because the dog days of summer is August 3rd through 11th. There we go. Somehow we're into September now, and the next prompt is Latin Heritage Months, which is September 15th through October 15th, which is a weird time to have a month because that's 2 months, right? But you're supposed to pick something from a Latina brand, and I chose Melt because, you know, I love getting their mystery boxes, so I got a lot of Melt. This is the eyeliner, All Day Everyday Reflect Eyeliner in Dusk, and it's a beautiful orange. I'm going to show you. It's so pretty. I can't wait to use that. I haven't yet. So I will use this one 15 times because the month is the 15th to the 15th. Prompt 24 is Sweetest Day. And if you don't know what that is, it is basically a Hallmark holiday that is really popular in the Midwest, especially in Ohio. My grandma used to always give us like chocolate for Sweetest Day. And when I moved out of Ohio, everyone was like, what's Sweetest Day? But I love it. It reminds me of my grandma. So this is supposed to be something like a sweet item or an item you got from your sweetie. I chose this Sweet Tart fragrance. I don't know. I guess the name is Sweet Tart, so it's sweet, right? And I'm going to use this one 21 times because Sweetest Day is October 21st. My favorite prompt, 25, is Halloween, October 31st. So it's supposed to be something Halloween themed or from a Halloween release. So it's my little skull highlighter from Revolution. This is the shade Ghosted. It's a iridescent. It's a little sparkly. A highlighter that's sparkly. Surprise, surprise. We're going to use this 10 times for the month of October. Love me some Halloween, but I don't love highlighter that much, so I didn't want to do 31 times. I wanted to do 10. Prompt 26 is Day of the Dead, which is November 1st and 2nd. So the prompt is either a graveyard item, so there's a project called Graveyard Project Pan, or you could do one from a Day of the Dead project pan. So I chose Graveyard because I'm a little more familiar with that project. You can either do, there's like 2 prompts in there. One is a product that has been in a project before, or the other is something that's collecting dust collector. So I chose Graveyard, a product that's been in a project before and you didn't get through it, I guess. And again, with my Tarte palette, my Pan That palette from last year, I want to hit pan in this peach shade, which also has a good dent in it like the highlighter did, but it is one that I kind of regretted not getting to in the project, so we're gonna get to it now. That's the plan anyway. Prompt 27 is Thanksgiving, November 23rd. And this is an item you are thankful to have in your collection. So I chose this little Charlotte Tilbury quad. I got this in the Cult Beauty Advent Calendar this past year, and I was so excited to get it. So I am thankful to have this because I would not have bought it myself. Like however much money this is for a quad, no way. But since Thanksgiving is November 23rd, I want to use this 23 times, which is a lot. It's a lot. I'll show it to you. So it's a very neutral palette. So it should be easy to use for work. So hopefully I'll get to that goal. The next prompt is Black Friday. So something you picked up on Black Friday or something you got on a mega deal. This is another one where I struggled because like I buy so much on Black Friday, I don't remember what came from Black Friday. So I actually went back and watched one of my Ipsy mystery bag videos from 2021 Black Friday and found a product that has been hanging around in my stash since then. This is the Origins Ginseng Refreshing Eye Cream to brighten and depuff on the go. And since this is a prompt that's later in the year, I would like to use this whole thing up. Prompt 29 is a winter themed product. This was another one that I kind of struggled with, but I bought these sheet masks this year and I sent some to people. There were only 5 and I sent 3 out and I have 2 left. So Christmas is winter, right? There's snowflakes on here. So it's just 2 masks, but I want to use them. Think I can do that by winter? I hope so. Prompt 30 is holiday, which could be Christmas, Diwali, all of them, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate in the December time frame, it could be that. So I chose something that was in a holiday collection. I got this on sale. I think it was either the 2020 collection or it could have been the 2019 Becca holiday collection. So this is Becca's Champagne Pop Highlighter, and I've never used it, but it's Becca, and everybody loved her highlighters, right? Or their highlighters, I don't know. So because I technically celebrate Christmas, I want to use this 25 times by Christmas. And again, I don't use a lot of highlighter, so that is a big goal for me. The next one is Boxing Day, which we don't really celebrate in the US, but I guess they do in Canada. So apparently Boxing Day is the day after Christmas and is the day people used to give their servants gifts. Really weird in my opinion. So the prompt is a bargain item, a budget item that you would give to the poor. What the heck? Oh my gosh. Old days were horrible, okay? So I chose a elf bite-sized duo because that's definitely a budget item. I think these are $4. This is the watermelon, whatever. Yeah, it's just watermelon. And I want to use it 26 times for the 26th of December. Okay, prompt 32 is birthday, and it's an item that you got for your birthday. Well, I remember getting the Florasis palette from Mary and Laura, Mary Catherine Loves Cats and Laura the Bargain Hunter this past year, but I'm not touching that. That's one of my collector palettes. But I did also get sheet masks from Kim, from Kim's Happy Place. So I have 4 of them left right now, and I'm just going to use them all up. That's my birthday prompt, and by March 17th, I can do that. Prompt 33 is presents. Anything you got as a present or even as a gift with purchase. Well, my husband bought me this palette for Christmas, Natasha Denona's bronze palette, and it's so gorgeous. So I would like to hit pan in 1 shade in this palette. I don't have a time frame on this, so just by like the end of the project, I'd like to hit pan in that. I love it. The next prompt is special occasion. So it could be something you bought for a special occasion or that you're saving for a special occasion. Well, y'all know that I just bought the Lethal Cosmetics palette for myself. So it was a build your own palette. I love it. So the occasion was that I got a raise. And I would like to use this 5 times during this project. Prompt 35 was collab, any item from a collaboration. I don't know. I picked my Clueless Hip Dot palette because why not? I love this thing. Again, I just want to use this 5 times just to get some use in here. It's so pretty. It's so pink. It's so girly, just like the movie, but yeah. Okay. The very last prompt here is add your own special day. So if they missed a holiday or something on the list, you can add your own in. So I decided on like my anniversary / my honeymoon. So my anniversary is October 2nd. And we went to Hawaii for a honeymoon. So I picked the Going Coconuts palette from ColourPop because, oh, there were so many coconuts there and I was so happy. I love coconut. So yeah, I want to use each shade in here 2 times, but one of them I want to use 10 times. So October 2nd, 10 and 2. Get it? That's my goal. So yeah, I was hoping to start getting some use in this palette, and now I can. All right, that's all the products. This is a very long intro video, but I did want to show you everything that I'm starting with because my goal is to hit all of these, to work on all of these and hit all of them throughout the year. Whew, wish me luck. Let me know what you think of the items I picked for each prompt. And let me know if you think this is doable along with all the other projects I'm doing because it's a lot, guys. But thanks for being here. If you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate you guys. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to this channel or my main channel yet, which is CC Strauss Size Life, go ahead, check it out, hit subscribe. I'd be happy to have you along for the journey. Love you all, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Hi, friends. Welcome back to my channel. Ooh, let's get that. There we go. Hi, friends. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. My name's Cece, and this is going to be the intro for my Same Pan Last Year project pan. Who's it by? I don't know. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. Boobs, man.